So many waters here. Whose waters are these?
That's mine.
Is this mine?
I don't know. I brought my own.
Shout out to that one guy. Well, shout out to Strong Island.
Ask him if he's the guy that owns Strong Island Deli up the road from my house. And ask him why.
Definitely not.
Did we lock the doors?
The important door is locked.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to lock that one, but no one ever comes in.
Our mics are on.
And we're live.
Hey, everybody!
For real
Welcome.
this time.
Today is. Are you okay?
What?
You like snorting the can?
I mean, you just told me you look like an owl.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, I'll get to that in a second.
Whose water is this?
It's Tuesday, June.
Nope.
It's September.
It's Tuesday, September 17th, 2019. Welcome to another episode of Game Ranks Live. If you're new, we're here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. East Coast time to talk about the newest video games, what we're playing, what's going on in the news in video games, some garbage and random shit. And we give away some free games and talk to you guys in the chat. I'm Jake Baldino. As always, I'm joined by our very special guest on the couch,
Andrew P. Gebbia.
Andrew P. Philip Gebbia.
P. Phillip.
How are you?
Philip.
P. Hillip, actually.
Ooh.
The P and the is separate.
Also, Tom Johnson. How you doing, man?
All right.
Thank you for leaving our microphones on while the thing was while we were setting up. He was literally trying to get me in like a Robert Durst moment, like hot mic. Like I just go into the bathroom and I'm like, I killed them all.
Holy shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
I killed them. They're onto you.
Imagine going back to that room, and they're just like, "Hey, we heard everything." Yeah, like what do you do?
So what I was trying to say before the show started is that
Does
you
you
look
have a
like
giant water?
Yeah, how do I look like an owl?
yeah. So you
Like-
look like there was a character in Jimmy Neutron. I
Is
believe
like
it was
when I-
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, you're talking about the clap, clap, clap slaps like that dude, right?
The kid who looked like an owl. He was like a foreign kid, I think.
Yeah, my family already makes fun of me. about
I can't find his name.
that. I forgot his
but-
name.
Stinky. I don't know. Is that
Yeah, if
show?
anybody's a big fan of Jimmy Neutron out
text
there.
my- I'm
Oh,
gonna text my brother.
Bulby?
Who?
Is it?
Bulby?
I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah, there's people are saying Bulby.
Bulby. Thank you, chat.
Is that who it is?
That's
Is
exactly.
yeah.
That's what your hair looks like, and I hate
Yeah. It only looks like that when I tuck it behind my ears.
it. That's why the other day when you did that, and I just started laughing at you.
Yeah.
That's how do you put that on the computer?
Computer.
Yeah, hang on.
Jarvis.
Yeah, we'll get a side-by-side comparison. While Tom's doing that, some housekeeping. We are doing. Is that on the screen right now?
It should be.
Can people see that?
I hope so.
Are we hot?
I don't want to make that face. I don't
You don't
know.
like that, Andrew?
What?
You don't like that?
Is that what I look like?
That's pretty close to what
Why
you look
can't it
like,
be episode, what's it called, Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan? Why can't it be that?
I mean, you do look like that too. Yeah.
I think that looks, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. You want a cup of Java juice?
Just
That's
S
a reference
you
that
can
no
just
one's
S my D, son.
That's there he is. There he is. You missed.
Was aiming for you.
Some housekeeping. Jimmy Neutron character.
Bulby.
Bulby. What was his deal? What was his problem?
Wait, hold on. No, what was Shane's
Sheen.
Sheen? What was his
Ultra Lord.
Ultra-
Ultra Lord? Okay.
He said it
I
enough.
fucking hate Jimmy Neutron.
Dude, I got into a big fight.
Really?
Yeah.
I got into a big fight about Jimmy Neutron like
A
2
fight?
weekends ago. Yeah. Where my brother was convinced that it was a show before it was a movie.
No.
And I was like, nah, man.
Motherfucker, he's
movie
wrong.
first. And then
Movie first, but
there
they
was like
had
a
shorts.
real voice actor that
Yeah.
did the villain's
Sir Patrick
voice.
Stewart.
Yeah,
did the
Patrick
voice
Stewart.
of the egg villain. Why can't I remember like what I had for breakfast, but I remember that.
Jake, if I took your phone away and told you to call your wife by dialing her phone number, would you be able to
I do know it.
Okay.
I do know it.
I don't know
what is
phone
it?
number.
What is
I'm not gonna say it on here.
I barely know.
I have enough of that
phone
shit.
number.
What are the shorts? What Jimmy Neutron shorts?
There were shorts where it was like, oh, Jimmy Neutron invented a time machine and got zapped back in time, and it was like
Did that
30
air with
seconds.
a certain show or?
No, I think it added.
Just in the
it
mix.
aired like in between,
Okay.
yeah. Abraham Alvarado said Jimmy Neutron animation gave me headaches.
Tyler Ross says that Martin Short plays the evil
That's
henchman.
right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let me catch up with some super chat as well. There's already, yeah.
I already derailed the show. I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
I totally derailed it.
Nelson Gregorio says, thank you for the super chat. He says, WTF does Falcon look like? He looks like a
big old bird.
white male dad.
All of us.
Yeah.
All of us overlaid.
Yeah. You know they
B-
do that with like the NFL players.
B Booker says, wow, thank you for the super chat, by
Thank
the
you.
way. He says, what part of Long Island are you guys from? He just super chatted
Suffolk.
us.
Suffolk County.
Suffolk County, I don't care. Like, I could say where I'm from. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm from
care.
Ronkonkoma.
I'm from Patchogue.
I'm in. I'm from Patchogue, but I live in Centereach, the heart of Long Island.
That's
With
what
the
the sign
highest
says.
cancer rates on the island.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're in that triangle. There's like a triangle. If you look at the map of Long Island, like they triangulated where all the
What do you
breast
think it
cancer
is?
happens.
We don't know.
Is it White Castle? It's probably that White Castle that I live right next to.
It's a valid guess. Also, Macho Man, always good to see you, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, 3 minutes of playtime.
I got you for 3
I'm a little
minutes.
rusty. I'm a little rusty. Zach McBride, also good to see you. Thank you for the super chat, man. Really appreciate the kind words. That is very nice of you.
B Booker says he lives in Selden. I worked at that Starbucks until I went full time here.
Shit, he probably saw you. You're made. You're
Worked
made
at that
now.
Starbucks for 5 years.
Dovakin Master says, is it raining there? No, it's not.
Not today because the internet's working well and we're actually able to stream this
Yeah.
out.
So let's dive into things. Let's just jump right in.
Hold on. I just want to say Matt Kish says, dude, I live next to the White Castle in Centereach.
Holy shit, that's close to home.
Yo, I go
dude.
to that 7-Eleven like 5 times a day.
Yeah, come outside if you want to buy some cigarettes.
yeah. No, I just go there for snacks. They've been out of vanilla Coke for like 2 weeks, and I don't know what to do.
Go to a
That's
different
a yeah. You got to change your 7-Eleven.
It's the next closest one is that new one by the McDonald's at the big place, and it's down Middle Country, and I don't do Middle Country.
Dr. Freakzone says, do we ever get tired of making videos? No, we don't, because we've had so many games to talk to. Like, we want to start with Borderlands.
Sure.
Borderlands-
Hold on. Andrew
I
finished
finally
Control.
beat Control.
Yay!
And I'm not going to talk long about it, but the Ashtray Maze, it's alone deserves to win Game of the Year. That's all I have to say about it.
It's really fucking cool.
But you like
the
the-
stuff that leads there. Are you more so now that you've finished the game? Are you more excited for the DLC?
No spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the stuff.
I think it pulls
they're
an Alan
hinting at
Wake,
is
which
super cool.
that's the one bad thing I have to say about the game is it pulls an Alan Wake, where it's like you gotta wait for the DLC to know what actually happens.
Yeah. So.
But other than that,
I'll play it when it comes out.
yeah, same.
I also want to fuck with that photo mode.
Yeah, I found out. I didn't know that they didn't have one. I
Nope.
went to take a
This
picture
fall.
in the Ashtray Maze, and I was like, how did this not launch? With
I will
it?
be able to experience it with RTX.
I would say
Very
if there's a
excited.
lot of like PC players in the chat. If you just want to play a game with like your RTX card just to see what RTX is like, can really do, Control is perfect. I feel like that should be the new like, but can it run Crysis? Be like, oh, but can you do Control RTX? But yeah. Borderlands.
Mike the Gamer, thank you. Also,
Thank you, Mike.
yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, the Expender says, wow, Control is that good, huh? Yeah.
It's one of
It's
my
good.
favorite
Consider
games
that.
of the year.
It's-
Good ass
yeah,
single player
yeah.
game, man. Borderlands 3 is another game that can be played solo. We've
And it's
all
also
been playing.
good ass.
It is, yeah. I like it very much. Borderlands fans are very picky, so if you say anything that like kind of deters from the narrative, I guess. But
Wait,
I
so
think
if
it's
I
good.
say that I'm sick of the humor,
The
that's
humor is
bad.
mostly bad.
Yeah.
I would say that
I wouldn't say bad. I'd say easy.
I got
Some of it is
I got a
very
couple
good.
chuckles. I
yeah,
got
no,
a-
definitely. Yeah, I'm chuckling.
I found to be a little just like funnier, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it like
There is a bit.
it's all subjective though. I think that's important to point out.
There is a
though.
bit that I thought was very funny, where Claptrap finally fucking like interacts with someone who thinks he's cool and he doesn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah,
right
you told me
away.
the way
Really?
that worked. That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's good.
That's funny.
And I
enough.
thought that was a very good way to handle it.
I just started over last night. Actually, I decided that I don't want to play as Mose. I wanted to play as Flack.
Far from Pukin 261, I do want to point out what he says. He says split screen mode needs work bad.
I heard it's busted.
It
Really?
is,
That
and
sucks.
I think that that's probably one of the biggest problems because there are some people who like they look forward to and they rely on playing the game that way.
Yeah.
And that is a fundamental issue.
So what's
fix
broken
that
about
shit.
it?
I'm still using this gun, by the way.
What's broken about it?
You have the smaller thing is that you only have one choice of screen orientation. You have no
Oh,
no
you can't
option
switch
of,
it?
No, but also there's a shit ton of lag.
Okay.
And it's just
I heard
kind
the
of like
frame rate's really bad.
technically not sound,
that
so
sucks.
to speak.
Sorry.
But I think otherwise,
I love the reload animation on this gun.
Also, I have found in talking to a bunch of people that it makes a lot of computers run very hot.
it pushed mine pretty hard
Yeah.
considering I didn't think it was a very intense game.
I saw Goth tweeting about it. Oh, this is me playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Goth tweeting about it, saying that, or someone tweeted at him saying if you roll back the NVIDIA drivers,
Yeah,
it runs
you were telling me
it
about
runs
that.
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
try it.
better. Yeah.
Because it was making me go over 50 degrees Celsius, which never happens for
Yeah, I
me.
gotta start monitoring my temps more because I'm really bad at
I have
that.
that reader on the front that came with the
That's right.
the Rampage
Yeah. I
board.
wonder if there's something I can get to plug in that's like USB that can do that.
But yeah, so far I've noticed some issues with like hit detection, and not in the way you'd think. So like I crouch behind a box or something, and I'll shoot around the edge, and it will just, even though I'm shooting into like clear space, it's clipping against that edge. It's not going through. Like a lot. I've noticed
Really?
that. Yeah, which is strange. But for the most part, I'm thoroughly enjoying my time. I think I've played the most out of all of us.
Yeah, I've barely played, which is
Played
why I'm
the
not adding
shit
much.
out of it.
Yeah.
Someone asked in the chat earlier, I'm sorry I missed your name, but he wanted for tips for specking out Moe's. But did you switch? You stopped your Moe's
I
character
did,
build, right?
but if you give me 1 second, there's a site
Oh, yeah.
that I've been using.
Apparently, like, Moe's and Flak in particular have, like, really cool
Yeah.
end game builds.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I've been
why
hearing a lot of good things about Flax and game.
that's why I restarted with Flak, because I read like this build guide for the Hunter Stalker build,
Yeah.
and it just sounded really cool. But whoever that was in the chat, progameguides.com is what I'm using for Flak, and they have a guide for every Vault Hunter. The Moe's one is actually pretty long because it seems like there's a lot more that you can do with her character than you can do with other ones, unless I read it wrong. But progameguides.com, that's what I'm using to
Seems to be a
spec
good
out my
source.
character. Yeah, but thankfully you can respec and it doesn't cost much at all. So even if you want to like mess around a little bit on your own, it's super easy to just, throw some money at the at the customization vending machine, and then you just respec your character.
I have been playing around on console as well because I have a bunch of friends there, and they sent over that Xbox copy.
How's it play?
Looks and runs really well there.
You have a 1X now, right?
Yes.
Is there any 1X enhancements for it?
I've been told that there are. I haven't dove
Noticed?
into them.
Okay.
Well, I am enjoying it quite a bit, and I just want the technical issues to get fixed. I think the boss encounters like this one...
It was really fun.
Yeah, they are very fun. We don't show any like late game ones for spoiler
Nah, it's
reasons.
like the first couple hours.
I heard all
so
the
you know.
main story ones are like all like the main
Yeah.
storyline path boss battles are really good.
I also like the worlds, and I like the planetary travel
This
angle.
guy's name is Mouthpiece. That's
And
a
I like
hardcore band.
I like the I like Sanctuary as a hub. I think it works really well this time around. It's a little like unorganized and like unnecessarily labyrinth, but I think it's a cool place. I like that all the characters are there. You can do whatever you want.
You want to talk about how bad the vehicles control on PC?
You know what? I will
With
say,
a mouse and keyboard specifically.
I will say that like I've tried every control scheme with the controller to see what was best, and ultimately I did get used to it, and now I'm pretty good with it.
I'm getting more and more. Like I got more and more used to it too that night that we were playing, but it's still just like it was I think I expected to control like the Warthog.
Yeah,
Halo, like
it's
that's
like
yeah.
almost, but not quite.
Yeah, exactly.
The General Grievous mobile I think controls really well. That's all. I forgot what it's called, but
Cyclone.
Yeah, Wolf Dude 05 Gaming says people said Flak is for noobs. I disagree so much. I don't really think any of them are really for. I don't know. I actually really like the way Zane lets you use two abilities if you are
that's his
willing
whole
to
thing, right?
give up a grenade. I hate to say it, but like none of them attracted me that much, so I just stuck with one and a grenade because I really like the grenades in the game.
Yeah.
Mose is really cool. Mose is, I feel there's a lot you can do with her because you can pick 2 different weapons that you can have on your mech.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been messing with Amara, and it's the pretty basic, what's the word? Like siren stuff. Like, it's what I'm used to.
She seems dope.
She's really cool.
The reason I didn't pick Flak to begin with is because I thought his class was all, like, summons, and I didn't know that your little, like, beast boy dog thing like follows you around all the time.
Oh, really?
I'm just not into like classes that rely on summons. I'm just usually don't like that. But
yeah.
I was totally wrong, so I went back and I started over.
Calvin Martin asks, how do the twins compare to Handsome Jack? I don't like them, but I didn't like Handsome Jack either.
Yeah, I think I hate them more so far.
I like Handsome Jack.
I would prefer Handsome Jack.
I like Handsome Jack.
I like Handsome Jack in Tales from the Borderlands.
Yes.
And that's it.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I wasn't crazy about them, but I did like the focus on particular Borderlands legacy characters in the story. I thought that was kind of unexpected, but I thought they did it in an interesting way.
Yeah, they pop up a lot.
Yeah.
They did that with 2, right? As well?
Yes.
Didn't you like find them all from, right?
This one, I really just like the way they kind of handled it. But I do see a lot of people talking in the chat, and it was my big thing. It was my big sticking point in the review. Although people still think like I shouldn't have reviewed this game.
What was your big sticking point?
The fact that the character menus and the skill menus and like the inventory menus, like there is some glitchiness and some lag. I played on PC and had issues. People have been saying on PS4. Other people in the chat have said Xbox One. It seems to be everywhere. And I just think in normal games it's not that big of a deal, but for a game like this,
where you're in and out of those menus so often,
it's so important that it has to be like butter.
Where you're constantly in there looking at the like your builds and your, what's that other thing? Like your weapon pickups and all that.
Backpack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's me.
Max J describes it. He says, Handsome Jack you love to hate, though. He was the right kind of annoying. He says the twins feel super forced.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Handsome Jack was definitely, like, I think he was purposely designed for you to, like to hate, but also like. I just got bored of him really quick, but I know I agree with that. They do feel... I also think that's what they're going for. I think they're going for like the forced, like Twitch streamer vlogger type thing. Yeah. You know, because there are.
That was literally when they at that reveal event I went to. That was the big thing they were leaning into.
That's what they said. Okay.
Yeah, like that was the entire impetus for the characters.
Okay. Like I said, I don't. The little bit I've had to.
It doesn't really play for me, and I feel like. Man, you don't really know what you got till it's gone, right?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I want to hear this from a hardcore fan. Flash Rye in the chat says, Borderlands 3 is a disappointment. I waited 7 years and they made a game like this. Horrible. I'm curious, like, where you're coming from, because, like, is it technical issues? Is it more the fact that it's just more Borderlands? Like, were you looking for new stuff? Not like, jumping at you or anything. I'm genuinely interested.
No, I want to know. I saw someone on Reddit that was going off about how they didn't change enough and didn't add enough new stuff, and a lot of the people I saw coming back at them were like, no, but it's Borderlands and it plays like Borderlands. That's what we wanted, was more Borderlands.
This pistol looks really tight.
It does look really cool.
I like that you can slide.
Yeah, mantling's cool.
Mike Mercurio says it's too much of the same. Interesting.
Is that who? That same person?
No, that's someone else. I don't know if he'll respond. The chat is always kind of delayed.
I will say that it does feel like I'm playing Borderlands.
Yes.
Like 100%. But I think because it's been so long that it doesn't come off as like more of the same too much, just because, like I said, it's been that long since I've played a Borderlands game,
Yeah. I see. Then there's other people like Far From Punkin, Pukin says, "Why mess with perfection?" So, and then Brandon Dett says, "It's fun though. If it ain't broke, why fix it?"
I don't disagree.
Very interesting. You know what? Let's sideline this and let's catch up with some super chats. There's a lot. So we got Pay the Ghost. Thank you. I also still always will love your username. Our good friend Rachit Bhutani, thank you again for the super chat and the kind words. We really appreciate you guys helping us out. Anthony, for the super chat, says, any news on Ghosts of Tsushima?
A lot of people asking for it in the
I
chat.
saw a lot of people spamming in the chat. There's not anything big to speak of as of right now. We're itching for news on a lot of Sony things. Thankfully, we'll get something about The Last of Us Part 2 at the end of the month.
Do you think they'll do a PlayStation experience this year?
Who the Who the freak knows, dude?
I hope so.
Thomas Ewenson, thank you for the super chat. Always good to see you. He says, get yourself some King's Coast beans, the preferred coffee.
I want the Andrew WK blend so bad.
Back to the basics. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Claptrap is the best Borderlands character. Prove me wrong. I mean,
I like Claptrap. It's you guys that don't like Claptrap.
I like the big thick man from 2 with his little tiny legs.
Sal.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Is it Sal?
Matthew Dominguez, thank you for the super chat. He says,
Thank
anyone
you.
at Game Rank's part of the Yang Gang.
We don't talk about that.
We don't do politics, but thank you for the super chat. Just Livestream 1 says, played Borderlands 1 and 2 and prequel religiously. He says, none of the Vault Hunters interested him this time around. He says he's going to wait for DLC Hunters or a price cut. Interesting.
They'll
Thanks for
probably
your
do
perspective.
DLC Hunters.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for your perspective, and thanks for the super chat, as well as McScruffle. Thank you for the super chat. He says, if this was an anime, who would you say is best girl in Borderlands 3?
Claptrap's robot girlfriend.
I would say Zane. Why not? I like his. I like his him. I like his facial hair. Anyway, all right. So let's do a giveaway, shall we? We already got a lot of game talk in. So the first giveaway we gonna do here is
Blasphemous.
You did write this code very big.
I told you.
You spoiled the surprise. It's for Blasphemous, a really cool game that I don't have time to play yet, but I really want to.
Is that the
2D Dark Souls inspired
The man with the pointy head.
Metroidvania.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So this code is for it on Xbox One. So the way this is going to work is fastest fingers, redeem it on your Xbox or whatever. Whoever gets it, gets it. If you're watching later, though, if you're watching the archive version on our main channel, on a playlist like youtube.com/GameRanksTV, the archive version there, if you're feeling left out later on, link in the description to enter our regular Friday show giveaway. But this is the code. Go get him. Godspeed, Spider-Man. I'm really excited somebody's going to get a code and play this game because I would like to, but there are too many other things to play currently. Just too many games, not enough time.
I'll probably get to play that like in the winter.
I'm probably going to start Gears tonight, the campaign.
Hey.
Get through that.
Hey.
And then Zelda at some point.
Oh God, that's this week. We have games coming out this weekend, guys.
Caster Troy, thanks for calling me Snake Baldino. Also, I like your username. All right. Let's see. Somebody got it, I assume. The Gask of Masks says Code Vein? Question mark? That is...
That's this
end of the
month too,
month,
right?
That's very soon. That's next Friday.
Oh my God.
The Surge soon, bros. Surge 2.
That's next week?
Yeah, it is.
right?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm
Gonna
hyped.
cut off some robot arms. Can't wait. Man, those games are so good.
They put out was it last week or the week before, they put out like a 10-minute gameplay thing, and it just looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I can't
I'm in. Review code just showed up like an hour ago.
Really?
I'm so excited.
Nice.
Gonna bless that new laptop.
We
all
also
right.
messed with the Genesis Mini this week.
Yeah, man.
Oh, last
That's
week.
right there.
Yeah, Tom, you touched
Oh, hold
this
on.
probably as much
Hold
as
it
me, if not more. Oh yeah, we have it. It's here. Here it is. Ooh, didn't mean to slam
Please
it.
don't slam. We're gonna probably
You've
use that for
probably
capture.
seen this highlighted on so many other like places. They had a weird thing. The previews went live so long ago, and then like the reviews just went live. It's good. It's a little expensive, but ultimately I think it's one of the gooder ones.
Gooder.
These.
One of the gooder ones.
Yeah, gooder.
The volume slider
Real
on your
words.
work?
No.
No.
But no, it's a nice little console. The emulation works
Does it slide off?
really well.
It
The
does.
controllers feel super nice, although I wish they were the 6-button ones.
Yes, which they are available. They
Yeah,
sell them.
I saw a bundle today.
Which cheers
so I can
for
get
that.
them. But yeah, it's a really nice little. Like there are a bunch of those, and like this, I know this is just another one of those little console things. But this one's probably one of my
I
favorites.
love these little things. They're so cute.
I like it a lot.
They are. I mean, like that, and that's the thing. Like
Some broken
everyone
piece
says,
on it.
and like I could right now with my eyes closed just play these games on a computer. But sometimes I like the idea of having them in a little cute, fun plastic box. Also, they make such freaking. I always say this, but they make such good Christmas gifts. It's like such an easy,
do.
like here you go,
Got
check
my
this shit out.
mom the SNES classic.
Yeah.
She loves it. Yeah.
This one also is nice detailed because all the buttons work. The slider is here. It's a real slider.
It doesn't work, but
The
it's there.
slot is legit. It makes me happy. It's very simple, straightforward.
Tom, what?
Hello?
Can I see this?
Hello?
I never had
Sorry.
a Genesis. What's this?
What's what? Oh, there were. It's one of the things with the expansions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It actually pops off.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah, look. There's nothing underneath it,
Oh, that's cool.
but it pops off. And now I have to spend another hour getting it back on because it just took me forever before. Oh, we're good.
Yeah,
like it.
I love the heck out of it. Some glaring omissions, definitely. I'd say some
Mostly third-party stuff.
borderline offensive omissions. With at least I think Sonic 3 or
Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles. I like those. Also, yeah, the third-party games, like I get it. So like I can't knock it that hard for that. But like when I was a kid, Sega Genesis was like, oh, that's the cool console. That's the one that's got Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That's the one you could play Spider-Man on. That's the one you could do like all these crazy X-Men games. You know, that's why I looked at it as a kid.
The only Sega console I ever had was the Game Gear.
Yeah, my cousin had a Game Gear. That thing was
you had
ridiculous.
to play it plugged into the wall.
Yeah,
Right?
There was so
Yeah.
many batteries.
It's like 8 double A's.
There's 8 double A's.
Right? Yeah. It was 4 and 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like on each side of
Wild.
the... Yeah.
I just recently got a Game Gear.
Yeah, I only had one game for it. It was Sonic.
That was a good version of Sonic.
Yeah, that's all I had for it.
Oh, and Flash, thank you for the response. He wrote back about Borderlands.
Can you actually read them? I'm genuinely curious.
He says that Borderlands 2, the story took the cake. He said Borderlands 3 just feels a little more simple, just more Borderlands. He wanted more.
Okay.
So
I
online work, some
I
people are saying.
understand that. I appreciate
It's
that.
it's a divisive
Yeah.
it's a divisive thing.
Yeah.
Is somebody talking about my hair? I have a headset hole in the middle of my hair.
David
Yeah,
wearing
you do.
headphones all day.
Yeah.
I have, yeah. Whoops. The guy with the beard and the magnificent brown hair is not Falcon. No. See, someone likes your hair. Well, don't do that. You know who wouldn't do that? Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're right.
He doesn't look like that.
Yeah. Split
Yeah.
that
See,
back.
just
Yeah.
keep it going. Next up,
What do you want to talk about?
what do
You
you
played
want to talk about?
Greedfall, right?
Yeah. Just real quick, because this one like reviews
Because
have
like
been out
last
for a while.
week, you
That made me
didn't
dizzy.
play enough of it to say anything.
Yeah. Whereas I went deep in, and I really like it. I really think it's something special. It's far from perfect, but I think in this day and age when people expect so much from video games, almost to an impossible degree at some point, I like a game like this that can be lower budget, rough around the edges, but damn it, try a couple and 2, 3 new things, you know?
Couple
Well, I mean, you and I are also like Spiders apologists.
Yeah, man, Spiders, the developers, like they put out weird shit. So like they've done Mars Warlogs, they did the Technomancer, they did Bound by Flame.
Oh, they did do Bound by Flame.
Yeah, Bound by Flame I really like. So honestly, this takes some of the cooler ideas from Bound by Flame. And I mean Technomancer too, just like even the way the armor works, I just find it compelling. The only thing with this one is that like the world building I thought in this was pretty interesting. I've seen a lot of people knocking it for like the native characters being kind of generic, and it's just kind of like, oh, new world versus old world, like typical bullshit. But I don't know. I couldn't help but find it pretty interesting. And the more I learned about the world, the more I liked it. Because the pitches,
Dude looks like such a fucking herb.
I couldn't help it.
That's still Bill?
all the presets made him look like a freaking. No, he's basically like shitty Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. But
It's a cool looking map.
yeah, it's something special. It's rough, man. Like the problem is that like the combat I don't really like.
Do you have guns?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The combat I don't really like.
Do you fight dragons?
Maybe
You fight vampires.
vampires. Yeah.
Vampires?
All sorts of fantasy things, and that's really the pitch.
Is that man a
it's-
knight?
No.
Is
He's
he a
mercenary.
pirate?
They're like it's fantasy, so it's like colonial fantasy basically.
How are the hats?
The hats are pretty damn good.
Did you just have a flaming sword?
Yeah, because it's still it's like colonial, but it's fantasy. So it's like you can be like a
Yo,
dumb.
that's a dope hat.
You can be like a silly musketeer man, but then you have a gun that shoots lightning.
I like this Final Fantasy character you're hanging out with.
Yeah, she's part of like the native people of like the new world. It's far from Pika says, hell yeah, I'll take crackhead Orlando Bloom. That's what my character actually looks like. Yeah. The real JD says, is this a poor man's Witcher? I would actually say maybe a little bit, but more.
I heard people saying it's more of like an older BioWare RPG.
Yeah, I'd say heavier on the RPG systems, heavier on dialogue and choices of dialogue and factions and worrying about who you're pissing off and micromanaging gear. You know, Witcher has that, but like this more to a degree of something more like a BioWare game or a Divinity Original Sin 2, something like that. Feeling a little Obsidian here and there. And I think the whole like goofy Three Musketeers, colonial George Washington man thing is distinct and unique, and that's what made me keep playing.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Not something I'll touch.
Maybe.
I don't have time to. It's sad. I don't really have
we
the
can barely
time to
play the
like.
games we want to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
but Bogzap said the right thing. He says, "Looks dorky. I want it." You are
It
absolutely
does. It looks
right.
like something I would love on my
Yes.
Xbox. You know, like.
Joe Ertz says Greedfall looks like a good game to hold me over until Outer Worlds, and honestly, similar type of game. So
Oh shit! That's so soon.
makes sense. Mike Mercurio says, "Is anyone stoked or talking about the new System Shock 3 trailer? It dropped, but no one is talking about it." Yes.
Oh,
so
that
even
did drop, didn't it?
I mentioned it on last week's Friday show, and like of all the like engagement in the comments and stuff, no one really like. No one gave a shit. I'm like, am I taking crazy pills? This is a new System Shock game and it looks great. Hello? Is this thing on?
As someone that like has never played System Shock and really doesn't care, I thought the trailer was really cool. Yeah.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's valuable input.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, I kind of want to check this out.
All right. What else we got? Anything else we want to run down?
No, you want to take a break and then get to news?
Let's take a quickie break. We'll be back in like 60 seconds. We'll be giving away another game. Doing some housekeeping, by the way, about our special live stream charity thing.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Got to tell you guys about that and talk about the news and Rockstar's game launcher. We'll see you guys in just a second.
Well, a few seconds.
Yeah, if you actually turn off our mic.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right, we're back.
We're back. We are back. Thank you guys for waiting. Let's catch up with the super chat real quick. Oh boy. Okay. Zach Barber, thanks for the super chat.
Thank you.
What were your guys' jobs before this? Technically, we all worked retail.
Yep.
I worked at a Target.
I worked at a Starbucks.
Infinity TV, you guys are the. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. You said the show was very fun. We appreciate
Thank you.
that.
I had fun with it.
Ralph also said, "Will Falcon ever do a fake face reveal?" We get asked this all the time. We always say, "Maybe one day. Who knows?" Nick
I'm gonna give you a
Scruffle,
more definitive answer and probably say no.
Yeah.
Nick Scruffle, thank you for the substantial super chat, dude. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank
he
you.
says he's getting crazy. He says, "What are you guys gonna say game of the year is so far?" Not counting games that obviously haven't come out yet.
Outer Wilds.
What would you say is game of the year so far, you son of a bitch? Oh, Outer Wilds did.
You're thinking
I thought you said Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen a lot. Outer Wilds.
Yep.
I don't have a game of the year so
Yeah.
far, but Control, Resident Evil 2, and Days Gone would definitely be within the discussion.
For me, it would be Control, Resident Evil 2, and possibly Devil May Cry 5 floating around up there. Just for the Devil Trigger song.
The gas mask of mask. Sorry, the gas of mask.
That's a
Yo,
name?
Andrew, is that Mitten Dew?
That is indeed MTN Do. The Spooky Edition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Sorry, I
games.
don't know why I had to do it like that.
Nerd-centric as well. One last super chat. Thank you. It's his first time watching.
Welcome.
First time
Thanks
watching
for
the live
jumping-
show, and he's
jumping in.
downloading Control right now based on our recommendation.
Hell yeah, man.
dude.
You're going to love it.
Enjoy that. Why do we talk the same? We both said hell yeah the same
Hell
way.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Turn all the lights off when you play it.
Yeah.
And if you can, play with headphones and crank them really loud.
Get real spooked.
If you have a fog machine, turn that on too.
So now let's talk about something real quick. The date. Mark your calendars, kids, and save your super chats, or save some super chats, for September 28th. That is a Saturday, from 2 to 6 p.m. East Coast time, roughly. We will be doing a live stream similar to this, but with more bullshit. And
Way more bullshit.
and like more fun and shenanigans and
Love
who knows.
games. Love stuff.
Streaming, giveaways, maybe a special guest. It's not that great. Don't get excited. That's mean to him.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to be raising money for St. Jude
text
Children's
him and say
Hospital.
fucking shit.
That is a cause that's really important to us. Tom and I got to check out
Yeah,
St.
we went to
Jude.
the hospital.
We got to see where they help take care of kids, where they do research, cancer research, and
We hung out with a bunch of kids. We played some games.
it's pretty awesome, and we're really pumped to try and generate some money for them. So we're gonna be doing stuff. We're probably gonna be throwing eggs at me or something. I don't know.
I could bring eggs.
I have to go deep into the what we're allowed to do on YouTube.
Yeah, see. What
I
we
don't
can
like
get
that
away
you
with.
said that and looked at me.
No violence. We can't really commit violence against one another. I mean, we could throw cupcakes or something funny. I don't know. People get away with so much shit.
I
on
don't know,
YouTube.
but that YouTube rep at St. Jude told us to be to look into it and to be
Yeah.
careful because what someone suggested was against terms of service.
Yeah, someone there was like, "Can I bring a gun?" No. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. We're really looking forward to that. So we'd love for you guys to show up and hang out and just kind of kick around. Even if you can't, contribute to the chat or help us raise money, just to be there, just to hang out with us, keep it going, keep the conversation going, maybe even share it. We would really appreciate that. We've never done this before, so we're really looking forward to it. Who knows what to expect? I didn't mean to look at you when I said that.
Yeah, you're both making me not want to show up.
Andrew gave me a dunk tank for 6 hours straight. That's all it is.
I will rent a dunk tank. We can stream the show outside.
I've already done the dunk tank thing. I don't want to be another clown.
What
in
if
a
we
dunk
rent
tank.
a bounce house and we do the show from the inside of the bounce house?
I got too many rolls and things. I don't want people seeing my.
I went to a family party 3 weeks ago and there was a bounce house. My mom yelled at me when I tried to go in it, so I don't think I'm allowed.
What if we do the show from the inside of a hot tub for
No.
4 hours?
No.
Just cook us like fucking lobsters.
Steam boiled.
Does any of us have a hot tub? No, right?
No.
Do you?
No. Why would you ask me? Do you think
You're the only one with a house.
Yeah. No hot tub.
Yo, what if we live stream from my chicken coop
What if we live stream from?
or my soon-to-be goat house when I get around to building that?
What if we live? Oh, see, Ruben Omar asks, will Andrew be eating tuna melts?
Mike Mercurius' hot tub ranks machine.
Tuna melt challenge from the Great Canada live stream. That's pretty good. Yo, McScruffle, thank you for the super chat. We will put that to good use, but I'm serious. So, with what you just did, if you could save that for the stream, YouTube takes no cut of when we do that stream, so then all the proceeds will go directly to
Yeah, YouTube takes nothing.
St. Jude. So I would say seriously, save it. We appreciate it. But yeah, definitely, it works out easier for everyone that way, especially so no big YouTube getting their cut. You know what I'm saying?
Herpdong says, "Why does Andrew look like Chum-Li from an angle?"
Holy shit! Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you guys ever watch Chum-Li on Twitch?
He streams?
Yeah, he's into Pokemon cards.
Yeah. He has a whole show. I watch it sometimes because I think it's funny.
Really?
No offense to.
Well, I liked when
Chum-Li.
Fred Durst was streaming.
Oh, and he would just play drums in the middle of everything.
Yeah. I want to see that Fred Durst movie with John
But yes,
Travolta.
that
good.
show. That Fred
Right?
Durst one. I
Yeah.
do want to see that.
Yeah.
I have a notebook full of notes, and we will talk about the show soon, so we can do some cool stuff next Saturday.
Yeah. No, 2 Saturdays.
Yeah, this Saturday coming up, and the one after that. Not this Saturday,
yeah,
next
that's right.
Saturday.
So that again, the charity stream that we are going to be running, which is going to be weird and dumb and probably not like the other ones.
Y'all
is
like
going to
Tony
be
Hawk's Pro Skater?
Saturday, September 28th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. East
Question
Coast
mark?
time.
Yo, can we,
Question
get,
mark.
can we get wings from Rudy's?
If you get rings, I'm doing shots. Wait, from Rudy's?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? They got sick Old Bay wings.
Yeah, they do.
Right? We should,
You gotta come over more. I get Rudy's all the time, like alone.
Really?
Yeah, just eat it.
I'll
Or
come over
sick
and
invite.
Rudy with you.
Yeah.
We should talk
Sorry,
about
Tom,
video
no
games.
excuse for you.
We should talk about video games.
We should talk about video games.
So
So,
let's get some news.
honestly, the thing I want to talk about first is the Rockstar launcher, because it is
Okay.
interesting. Oh boy, you all right? So, Rockstar Games now has a game launcher on PC. You download it, you launch games from it, Rockstar Games specifically, and you get a free copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Can I
That's the news.
say something?
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they have a launcher now because the Rockstar. I accidentally bought a GTA 5 code that wasn't through Steam, but it was through the Rockstar Social Club, and trying to download that game was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
We had to. I had to capture Max Payne 3. And it was so hard.
Right?
Because the Rockstar Social Club thing, the servers just weren't connecting.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Like all bad things in my life,
but
it
let's be
started
real.
with the death of a woman.
Why are they doing this?
yo, man. I mean,
I know exactly.
We all know the reason
yeah,
why.
it's not like a big. I'm not smart for thinking
No.
of this, right? Do you think it's It's Red Dead
It's
PC.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC, which I
why are you
swear
not wearing a hat?
They're pulling a Fortnite.
I'm pretty close
you
that
go.
it is a thing. I'm pretty sure it's a thing from what I know, from what little I know.
They're going to get everyone in with the free San Andreas.
I think the launcher is really honestly good for people who play a lot of Rockstar online games, which I do not. They are very much not my cup of tea.
Would you replay this whole game?
It's a long one.
I don't
but
think
Do you want to
think-
buy some sweet new PC hardware? Because
I would love to replay it where they fucking fix the HDR. That's like
Let's say,
like a first world
I
problem.
want to see
but
this with RTX.
Yeah. It's already a hell of a look.
Oh,
Just ruin that, man.
dude just got fucking tossed.
Just destroy his life.
Pulled.
Yeah. Now just think how that would look on PC.
Amazing.
He would have,
imagine
He
that.
would have real bones.
Imagine that tug in RTX.
RTX tugs. So, that's really the news right now. Other than that,
how long do we think before? When do we think they announce it?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Rockstar is weird.
Has there been a Rockstar announcement at the Game Awards yet?
I think they have had little things there. Yeah, like online modes and
yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
So that could be a thing. Interesting. So, I didn't think of it that way.
This was a fun mission.
Well, I think ultimately it's fine, whatever. Apparently, so we haven't tested it out yet. I've seen a couple of people in the chat saying it's not that great.
Yeah, I can't expect it.
I
to
don't
be
expect
that
it to be
good.
that
Yeah.
great. It probably sucks. I don't need any more.
I don't even have to download it. Which
Somebody,
is good.
Adams
Oh no,
Adams
GTA.
K
Oh.
says, imagine a gnarly texture pack. That'd be sick. Be down with that. Nathaniel Herman, thanks for watching. Very happy to have you here. Ultimately, dude, I don't know. Apparently you can download Max Payne 3 on it, so that's cool with me.
I'll see if I can download Max Payne 3 on it. I
Yeah.
want to play that again.
But like whatever. That's it. That's the deal. I think the biggest news out of that is free San Andreas, the best Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. Or is that a popular opinion? I don't know.
I think San Andreas and Vice City are my two favorites.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
It's got
weren't
Ray
they?
Liotta being a rage monster for that whole game.
Ray Liotta was so great in that.
Yeah.
Just they're like, show up and just be you.
He never did his laugh though.
No, he didn't, did he?
Nope.
All right. Well, next up on the news docket, Tom, what do you want to touch on?
You're talking about GameStop?
Yeah. Okay. So GameStop has been in the news quite a bit for issues, store closings, layoffs, financial issues, stock prices dropping,
Leadership changes.
massive change up to how they are district managers are working. Also, the fact that they have laid off some people from Game Informer,
like
the magazine
almost half the staff.
that they technically own. So they're going through some issues, and now some things have surfaced internally of like what they might be trying to do. what they might either be trying to do to fix things last minute or to set up and clean themselves up for a potential buyer, again, which they have pursued in the past, which is likely. So what we have is footage of what seems to be like a store redesign concept.
Yeah, this is from the manager of I want to say an Oklahoma store.
Yep, it's Oklahoma.
Who posted this to like their Facebook page to be like, hey guys, we're reopening finally with the new store.
So here's the deal, man. I'm not crazy about GameStop. I don't really go there. But I think this is great.
Looks nice.
Yeah, they got that sweet IKEA shelf right there that I have at home.
This is what they should have done 4, 5, 10 years ago.
GameStop always feels super cluttered to me, and I feel like this, where there is still shelves filled with stuff, they did a good job at making it not seem so cluttered.
It's strange seeing GameStop is not 80% Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is cool too.
The whole it seems like old consoles. I see a table for tabletop games.
Yes, that's what it is. In the video, he's like, he goes over all like the retro consoles and the retro area back there.
It's tricky though, because how do you do this? How do you do this? So the appeal for some of those places, you go to a place, you play a retro game, you sit down, there's a tournament, or everybody's playing D&D or Warhammer or whatever. The appeal is that it's not like a corporate setting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Where it's cool that they're doing it, but it sucks for places like locally. We have
Crazy Gamer Dome over by you.
Yeah, we have that, but there's also Brothers Grimm that is over by Taco Express.
All sorts of smells in there. I went in there for a D&D book once.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm glad that places like that exist, and I hope that this doesn't hurt places like that.
Yeah, back by where we used to live, Jake. They have Battlegrounds, which is still open.
Yep. We're naming all these locations so people can finally isolate and track us to exactly where we are and kill us. No, I think this is honestly if this is something that they're trying to do, it does seem like too little, too late. But I think it's the right idea. I'm not this is another miss by GameStop. No, I think this is smart, but they should have done this a while ago.
Agreed.
Mike Mercurio says, ex-GameStop employee here, many GameStop stores are small, tiny. I think the redesign is only going to affect a small amount of stores. Ditch the apparel and phones and get more retro. I
agree with him there. If they put a focus on retro stuff, I think that could really help bring more money in and save them.
Yeah.
It would suck that would hurt smaller local game stores. But
I also think there's money in, and I've talked to local game places about this.
Did you talk to them or did they talk to you?
A little bit of both. Yeah. But I think there is some money to be made with giving people some sort of resource, clean area with technical, with everything you need and the right advice to build your own PC. Micro Center's starting to get in on that. Micro Center's kind of got their own build your own PC.
That's cool.
Nook with a counter and a guy who knows what he's talking about.
I think PC gaming is bigger now more than ever, and I feel like I feel like the barrier of entry is kind of pretty high at times because it's very easy to mess up your build and not get compatible parts. Then you have stuff like PC Part Picker, which isn't always accurate. I can't not say accurate now, and I fucking hate it, by the way.
Now think about this. The GameStop we go to is maybe, 3 times the size of this one?
We go to the biggest GameStop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the only GameStop that doesn't feel cluttered.
2,000 square foot GameStop.
Yeah, because they don't have enough shit to put in it.
Uncle Pete said he'd prefer that they just, go online only or something, and then the mom and pop shops don't have the competition.
It's not, I don't disagree there.
Yeah.
The only way that's going to work is if their shipping isn't $8,
It's hard for the mom and pop stores to make money too on new games.
Yeah, they make their money off the buying and reselling.
So we're not getting a Switch Lite from Nintendo. We're picking one up on release day, and we looked at GameStop and we had to pay extra to get it on release day.
Oh, for
it was $22.
Yeah,
it was
GameStop.com's shipping is very bad. Their prices are absurd.
I'm curious to see how many stores actually roll out like this. If they roll out that big one by us, I'm hoping it actually does there, and we'll go check it out.
That one in Center Reach needs a redesign very badly.
Some of the ones in the cities are cool because they have there's one on 39th, 38th that is 2 stories.
Yeah,
and it's cool.
Yo, man, there are some weird GameStops. I went to one. Okay, I lied. The one over near us isn't the biggest one. I went to one in New Jersey. in like the middle of just some weird ass town, and it was super big, and they actually had like a VR zone in the back
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
which was like really cool. Like they had a few different stations.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an IKEA couch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I literally have that exact IKEA like glass cabinet.
We'll see where it goes, though. Let's give away another game.
Let's do it.
That's we'll keep continuing. I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me who work at GameStop still and say like, hey, like we're trying.
If you're in one of these stores, DM me. I want to know about it.
Yo, hit my line, slide in. So the way this works, if you're new from before, fastest fingers, whoever types in this code and redeems it first gets it. This is on PSN. This is on PS4. This is so Sony is kind of weird lately. You've probably heard about Twitch streamers and stuff, like some people getting their accounts banned for entering in like a giveaway code. So enter at your own risk. Need to tell you that. But this is a $50 PSN gift card. Fastest fingers gets it first. If you feel like you're missing out or you're watching the archive version later on the channel, linked in the description is our regular Friday show giveaway. So maybe consider that. But this is for, we haven't, it's been harder to give away PSN stuff because of the way Sony's been handling the digital code stuff. So
Or not handling.
or not doing much at all.
Okay.
Somebody get it? Got
What
it?
is this?
Good it?
No, this is a gift card.
Yeah.
That's right, you said that.
This is a great game. It's called Gift Card. Aaron Coates says, Tom, any thoughts on Kakarot?
I need to play more of it. I played maybe 20 minutes. You were I've talked to a lot of people. You seem to be the most negative on it.
Maybe the build I played was really early. Maybe. But it felt like more the same, like, not good Dragon Ball Z game. I don't know.
It felt fine. I need to see more of it.
Yeah. Right. So somebody got some PSN credit. Enjoy that. Buy something good. Looks like somebody definitely got it. That somebody was quick.
Buy Control.
Yeah. So
Do you have really good costumes on that are exclusive to PS4?
Yeah, they do.
what other news we got here?
You want to
Final
talk about Death
Fantasy.
Stranding?
Death Stranding, I don't really have too much to say about it.
Andrew, what do you think about that?
Gotta wait and see what it is.
Did you watch all of it or no?
Nope.
No. I don't want to. I'd rather figure it
same.
out for myself. The other news, though, is that Final Fantasy VII is sort of getting a classic mode. So that is the turn-based battle mode. Whereas I thought it was weird that they were going for a more action normal thing. Wow, Tom, are you showing like the first trailer?
I'm showing. This is the
early
E3
trailer.
presentation cut up.
Shit.
He just block a rocket with his
Hell
big
yeah,
ass sword.
he's Cloud, man. There is a classic mode in the game, which sounds really, really impressive right off the bat. I looked into a little bit more on how it actually works. There's only so much gameplay of it floating around out there. This on-screen gameplay is showing the regular version, but essentially in this classic mode, it's more of like an autoplay mode. So it will autoplay itself, and then every time your ATB gauge fills, it will pause on. It will go on to wait mode itself, and then you have to pick the next what you're going to do. That's it. So it's classic mode. It's not like 100% turn-based, at least from what I can tell. I might be getting some of it wrong.
Nah, it seems about right.
Right?
From from my understanding of it, it seems like it would autoplay. You'd select your thing, and then it would autoplay it, and then you'd select again.
It seems like it might be a little bit more like I don't know. I would say it's a little bit more of like an easy mode.
Do you think it sucks to have a machine gun for a hand?
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Right? How do you cut your food? Do you shoot
shoot-
it?
you
I
just
think
shoot
you
your
have different. You can just take it off and do other.
Oh,
No,
sure.
but imagine you couldn't. You
Yeah,
had
it's
to
stuck.
shoot your food. Yeah, so that's a thing. I think it's interesting that they included that. I think it was a good compromise because it was like, oh, we can't fully make it both turn-based and not turn-based, so we'll add an easy mode that's got somewhat the feel of the way the ATB and using moves and pausing would work with traditional turn-based stuff. So
Is that
fine.
it right there?
no, that's
Oh.
just you can pause the game whenever you want.
Yeah, like
on
you hit
normal mode.
triangle or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the new gameplay. I was surprised. I went into it extremely skeptical, and the new battle system I think is pretty cool.
Cool.
But Final Fantasy, that's one I'm really, really freaking looking forward to. Let's catch up with some final super chats as well. We got Rebecca. Shout out to Mod
What up?
Rebecca. We appreciate you and the anime picture she made of me last week. She says, "Do you
That was
want more
good.
dating anime sim stuff for the charity stream? Because she can make that happen." We might have to talk.
You might.
We might have to talk. We'll see what happens there. And let's end with Roke Any theories on Saints Row 5? What is everyone expecting?
Literally no idea.
Tom, the chat, what do you guys think?
What I desperately want is them to just take off from Saints Row 4 and just do weird time travel stuff, which is how that game ended.
You want Angels of Mayhem 2?
Yes. No, I want them to go back into like the first Saints Row game with what Saints Row became and have both characters in the same universe.
Yeah. When it was just like really weird GTA kind of.
Have like serious Saints Row with not serious Saints Row. I think
Saints
that
Row
would be
2
very
is
cool.
where it started to get wacky, right?
Saints Row 2 is where it started. Saints Row 3 is where it went falls to the wall.
Right, okay.
Macho Man, why are you please do not troll me like that. He just goes into the chat and says Max Payne 4 announced. And I just frantically looked just to make sure you got me, you son of a bitch. Let's go. Let's head out on that. Thank you guys for coming around. Thank you for the super chat for
Yes,
that.
thank you.
We appreciate that very much for all of you. That was quite a week for it. Thank you to the regular chat for keeping up the conversation, keeping it civil. We appreciate that shit.
Saturday the 28th, charity live stream.
Saturday, September 28th, for quite some time during the day, 2 p.m. roughly to 6 p.m. EST. We'll be around. Come help us raise money for sick kids.
Yes.
And then this weekend, we got Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening before you buy.
Switch Lite.
Switch Lite before you buy. We're going to be working
I
hard.
don't want to touch that thing.
Because you're going to want to buy it. Yep. It's cool, man.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you guys. The archive version will be up later on if you want to check it out. We will see you next time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Bye.